welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Nick Bosa is so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Rumbling past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw is Newton. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I've been told time and time again by a lot of big-time quarterback gurus that a big arm isn't even close to what they're looking for as the #1 quality in what makes a QB. But let's face it, when you see a guy with a big arm, you get excited. And Patrick Mahomes is that guy. Every throw in the book, he can make it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a third and about 13. Throwing is Newton. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Space to run past the 20. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Newton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be dumped off to Barber. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. McPherson's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you any ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now it's Mahomes again. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. This is Henry. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Worth noting, that visiting sideline is getting the worst of the sun right now. It can definitely play a factor, especially because the other sideline is in full shade. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Slant to Adams. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Back now in Miami. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Henry, and this time he is in. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So Cam Newton and his offense down 7-3. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Newton. And Green with a catch left side. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Newton. And he'll go right back to Green, but this time it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Green once again the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. Shreds the tackle. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.